What's up? What's up? I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And even if you're not on yet, I know that people are going to be coming on. So I have to speak as if people are already here, and that'll make it happen. But yeah, so for those of you guys that will see this later on, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for constantly showing up and supporting and showing out. Listen, do me a favor. I'm trying to grow here on YouTube, so I need you guys to share this live out for me. I need you guys to tap the screen to love and to show love and to answer the question if you do still support Trump. And if you never supported him, then go ahead and let me know in the comments why you never supported him, because I will surely be glad to share why I would never and could never do such a thing. But yeah, do me a favor, tap that screen, come on in, subscribe, share, make sure you get your friends to subscribe. We're trying to do some great things. We're trying to grow, we're trying to learn, we're trying to educate, we're trying to sharpen ourselves and make ourselves better for our future. And so I'm going to share a little bit about what's been going on with me and what has been happening. So far today has been a phenomenal day. It's been a great day, and I'm excited about what the future holds because I'm learning more and more as I grow that the future is me, because the future is what we do now in the present. So again, do me a favor, tap that screen. If you're not already subscribed, please do that. Comment is going to help the algorithm. It'll help me grow here. The goal right now is to get to 500 subscribers, and I know we can do that in a matter of short time. We can grow and we can make this thing happen. Today was again a great day. I had an opportunity to be among a great group of people, specifically at the Louisiana Avenue United Methodist Church there in Lafayette, Louisiana, on the north side of Lafayette, right behind Northside High School. And it was actually a really great experience because these people were hungry for the word, and they clearly were hungry for direction on how to be change agents in their community. So that's what we were able to talk about. And so that's why I'm here asking you guys why, if you still do support Trump, because we know that Donald Trump, especially in this Good Black History Month, clearly is a racist. And so that is something that I'm curious to find out, I guess, and understand different people's perspectives. I'm not gonna lie to you all. I have a certain opinion, but I'm trying to navigate a space where we lead conversation. I don't support. Okay, no, please, no, don't be sorry at all. I'm not sorry. I am certainly not sorry. I certainly don't support him at all. And where's the cube? Okay. Hello from France. Wow. Thank you for tuning in. Hello from the United States. I'm all the way from Louisiana. No, I can't support a racist, bigoted president who continues to call himself a leader. Thank you guys for tuning in. Do me a favor and tap that screen and love the video and share it out. Please do me a favor. Also, uh, also subscribe. So we are trying to build a platform. So I was able to have an awesome opportunity from New York. Wow, that's amazing. I'm in Louisiana. So to be getting people all the way from New York and to hear about what's happening in Louisiana, yeah, because bro still believes in God. Who believes in God? From Iraq. Okay. I'm in Western New York. Okay. All right now. I was trying to figure out it says because bro still believes in God. I'm trying to figure out who does. I mean, I do, you know. Hey to everyone coming in. How American people see France. How do American people see France? I mean, I think that when most American people hear or think of people from France, they think of romance. They think of love. They think of, happiness. They think of acceptance. Anything that is opposite of what America is. I'm from Cybertron. Okay. And New York is crazy. What is crazy about New York? I would love to know. I'm from Antarctica. All right, don't freeze. I'm from Louisiana, so we don't get Antarctica. It's hot here. When it does get cold sometimes, though. Like it's recently been cold, now it's hot, but it's always like hot and cold. I think of Romanian scammers when I think of France. Oh wow. So yeah, so people are saying they definitely don't support Trump. Do you support the deceptions? Good Lord, your French accent is simply intoxicating. I have a French accent. Oh, okay. I'm from Louisiana, so we do have a little bit of a French influence. I would definitely say that. I support Trump. Why do you support Trump? I'm trying to figure out why would anyone support Trump. If you walk outside of New York, don't be surprised to see fights, burglars, and everything. I mean that's everywhere. I mean, that happens here as well. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that anywhere. Honestly, in the United States of America, to be honest. Do I support? I absolutely do not support Trump. So Donald Trump, I'm Russian and I really don't understand what he's doing. Donald Trump doesn't understand what he's doing. I don't think that there's a rhyme or reason for why he does what he does. I think that he's just a consistent, he's a narcissist. So he doesn't really have a reason other than trying to uplift himself. In South Louisiana, around Baton Rouge, Gross Ted in New Orleans is Cajun French and really great food. I would have to say that Lafayette, the 337, which is, yes, Southwest Louisiana for sure, is the best food. You're so right. What is he doing? Like I don't know what he's doing. I'm currently in Moscow. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing. I'm wrong. What am I wrong about? Please tell me what I'm wrong about. That TH7723, what am I wrong about? I'd like to know. I think that's, it's great to have a discussion, but we got to talk about what we're wrong about, right? Please do me a favor, you guys, that if you don't support Trump, please tap the screen. If you don't support Trump, tap the screen. I hate him because people are saying he's bad, but what is he doing? I hate him because people are saying he's bad, but what is he doing? I'm trying to make sure I understand the question. What is he doing as far as, like, why are people calling him bad? As it relates to him ordering the Department of Justice and all of the law enforcement agencies to currently deport people, even people who are here legally? Are you referring to the fact that he recently depicted the Obamas in an official repost of his own as gorillas, which is the most racist thing that you can, one of the most racist things that you can depict in that type of video, especially coming from the president of the United States? There's a list of things that, we could go on and on and on to talk about what Donald Trump is doing that are causing people to want him out of office, or that are causing them to have this disdain or disgust towards him. So, but other than that, I mean, he's also just not a good president. I don't even know what you're saying, but you're so right. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. But I would encourage you to listen deeper and harder to find out the answer to that. And don't just say that somebody's right because they're speaking. So yeah, y'all should tap in. What's going on? What are you guys, why, if you don't like Trump, why not? I would, or if you do, why? Hey, what's going on? Where y'all tuning in from? I want to know more than just I don't like Trump. But yeah, today I got to talk about how, specifically those of us, because he has his immigration, and I hate that. Yeah, I mean, and also too, Donald Trump is a descendant of immigrants. No white person lived and existed in America first. He changed the whole word, and it became the point where everyone or most don't like him. Yeah, and I mean, again, to be in America, if you're not Native American, then you are an immigrant. How is he racist? Racist, maybe is what you meant. He's a racist for many reasons. Number one, before Donald Trump ever became president, Donald Trump put out an entire ad, literally spent thousands of dollars to call for the Central Park Five to be to be murdered for the false accusations that were put up against them because they falsely were accused of murdering a white woman. Donald Trump has ran businesses that have been sued literally in federal court because he was discriminating against his own employees and people that lived in facilities or that attempted to live in facilities that he owned. So Donald Trump has been known to be a racist long before he was president. And then he continued to spew his racist behavior in his presidency, and has done so especially as far as recently when he did with Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. So I mean, when people ask the question, how do you think he's racist? It's almost like you're trying to be funny. So yeah, I don't like him because he does not let people go to their countries, and the person who has a country that's level for restrictions that keep coming. I support any president who is for low taxes and affordable housing and food for all Americans, whether he's Republican or Democrat. Yeah, and guess what? That's not going to be Donald Trump. Fix your hairline. Oh, you know what? Maybe you should fix your level of intelligence. You should start there. You should start there. You should start in finding your own self-worth enough to not have to come in a comment section and be so miserable and so loud and wrong that you don't know what else to do but create insults that don't exist. So how about you fix that? See, that's easy. It's easy to deal with stupid, you know. And then you just put them on display. You can't even spell right. He took out the ad and she put them away. He was a Democrat at the time. That doesn't mean anything. He was a Democrat at the time. There are a lot of people who switch their political party, and it doesn't mean anything. Your hair tilted sideways. Do you have hair? Maybe you don't. Maybe that's why you're mad. He's just standing for what's right. Like gosh. Okay. So you must be one of those pretend Christian people that pretend that Donald Trump is a Christian. Donald Trump is not a Christian. Donald Trump does not display Christian values. Donald Trump is not called and or sent by God. Okay? No, don't don't be running. I'm gonna pin all your messages. You want to show, you want to perform, you want to be the main character, you have main character syndrome. Now you get put in timeout for 24 hours. That's a really cool thing you can do on YouTube. I didn't know existed. So yeah, so we're talking about why do you still support Trump? And of course, most of his people can't answer that question because they only respond with ignorance and foolishness. That's about right for them. They don't really have a reason, a rhyme or reason for doing any of what they do, really. So yeah, y'all, I've been dealing with, like, my neck has been giving me trouble. So excuse me if y'all see. I saw what he did to Obama. That's sad. Yes, it is. It's really sad. It's disgusting. It's one of the most disgraceful things that we could ever see a president, especially a United States sitting president, do. You know, it's really disheartening. But, you know, it's not shocking. I mean, coming from him, you know, that's the sad part, is that we're so used of his behavior that it's not shocking. You know, any president who stands for all Americans is hard to get in office. Oh yeah, most definitely. And then it's still, you can see it because Kamala Harris was so right that even people who are Democrats are constantly still trying to make it seem like she was the worst thing that ever happened to the Democratic Party, but she was actually everything that America needed. And she said everything that would happen. These people are inherently racist as well. So it's not just Republicans that are racist, so much so that they are trying to make her out to be the monster, when really and truly it's people who did not want to do the work and who made the excuses and who really didn't want to be led by a woman, who would have rather have had a Donald Trump than have a black woman lead them. So we had the most qualified person to ever run for office to do so in Kamala Harris. I mean, this woman is probably more educated than anybody that's ever had the seat, and probably anybody that's currently in power. And you see, because of how they lead in power, you give them power and they destroy the world. And then they have the audacity to tell you what you should think power looks like, what you should think an educated person looks like. Even tried to convince us that the woman wasn't black. Now, how in the world do you convince? Sorry, y'all, the stream got interrupted. But how in the world do you convince black people that a black woman isn't black? You do that with mass manipulation, lies, and a media engine that is built to constantly depict her and other black people as the monster. I voted for Kamala, but Trump got picked. Oh, of course he did. Of course he did. But that is only because of the fact that white men did cling on to power for a long time, and it didn't give Kamala Harris enough time to run for office. I mean, Joe Biden remained in the presidency for as long as he could, knowing good and well he should not have been running for re-election. He said over and over again before he ever won in 2020 that he would be the transitional president, and he did not do that. He did the opposite of that. He hung on to power as long as he could, and they made Kamala's life living hell as vice president because she couldn't do as much as she wanted to do because they didn't want her overstepping Joe Biden, as tired as he was, because of the optics. So, it's really sad. It's really sad what happened. I don't have a hate in my heart for. Let me not say, I work on trying not to hate people, but it is very difficult when you know that these people have been playing in our face for a long time. So we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do. Right now here in Lafayette, Louisiana, voter rolls are being purged like crazy. Okay? People are doing whatever they can to stop people from being able to vote. So what we have to do is focus on what we can do to make a change. All right? Because I'm going to just be honest with y'all. They convinced people that voting was not going to be effective. They convinced people that that Democrats were somehow just as bad as Republicans, when the reality of it is, yes, they're both bad, but they're not equal. All right, let's not play that game here. That's really like spitting in black people's face, because the reality of it is black people have really taken over the Democratic Party. Now, do the institution have a whole lot of work to do to undo what it's done? Yes, of course. But we're not going to play like the Republican Party and the Democratic Party are the same entities. That's not the case. Now, going back to what I've always said before, black people should have never left the plantation. They should have taken over the plantation and not kept it clearly as a place of slavery, but they should have taken over what they built and kept it as an asset for them and their grandchildren and their children's children, instead of running to what they thought was freedom, which was really more destruction and captivity. So it's time for us to stop saying, well, we're not going to participate in the system because the system is broken. Well, that's exactly what they want you to do. And if the system was so broken that if you participated in it, nothing would happen, then they wouldn't fight so hard for you not to participate. Do you know what's happening at Palestine? What specifically are you referring to, if you don't mind me asking? Because a lot of people want to get influencers and community activists and whatnot, into that discussion. But I'm going to be honest with you. My people have been drugged through the mud in this country for a very long time. So it's very difficult for us to really pay a lot of attention to what's happening across the world when it's happening to us here in this country, in the country where we're supposed to be free. So, I see you've mentioned that twice. Specifically, what are you referring to? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know enough about it to get into engagement enough about it, other than the fact that Israel or no other place, no other country, America should not be doing what it's doing in no country. It should not be colonizing any country. Neither should it be giving aid to countries that are doing the same thing. So if that's the question that you're trying to ask me, if you're trying to find out my ideology on what I believe, what is happening, about what I believe what is happening in Palestine, there's that. But specifically, this channel is focusing on what's happening here in America, specifically to black people, and how it is connected to things that are happening in the world. So that is where that focus will remain for me. It's just too much fight in this world for us all to be trying to fight all the fights. You heard about, I don't know, but I heard DEI, but I don't know. DIE. Can't help you with that one. You ready to get back on? All right, y'all, I'm about to hop back. I'm going to hop off. I'll probably hop on a little later. We're going to talk about a completely different topic and see how that does. But yeah, we're going to watch Baddies in a little bit. So we're going to watch something that's going on. So yes, I appreciate you guys for tapping in. Please do me a favor and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more work. And I will continue to try to be, more consistent, come on live and talk to y'all. God bless.